Hi, welcome to Black Moon Conjure. I've worked with Belial for a few years, so I do understand he can be unsettling. He is powerful, but he can also be an important ally. So I'm going to briefly discuss what it's like to work with Belial and why he's loved, feared, and yes, hated by some. If this video resonates with you, please give us a like and consider subscribing to help our channel grow. In modern occultism, Belial primarily represents the cardinal direction north, the element of earth. In witchcraft, the north is darkness. It is the hour of midnight. It is winter. In the witch's pyramid of the 4 pillars, it is the dare to keep silent, to not overshare magical workings. In one of the first dreams I had about Belial, he was wearing a hooded robe and placed an index finger up to his mouth, like what's shown in the picture. This gesture has served as a reminder not to go public with everything, or at least not to go public with current workings or what I'm planning to do, probably for my own safety. Many occultists honor Belial on the winter solstice in the northern hemisphere when the sun is entering Capricorn. Infernal witches frequently perform a rite to Belial or some form of recognition. On this night, we give thanks for his guidance. Now keep in mind, entire covens in different countries are not honoring Belial because he's some horrible creature that only causes pain. This is an act of reverence because we respect him. Belial, being a king, is associated with the sun, but Belial also has strong Saturnian aspects. Saturn represents discipline and facing obstacles. It guides us to growth and self-mastery. Saturn is not easy. It's not all about rainbows and butterflies, and neither is Belial. Over the years, I've learned to expect the unexpected with Belial, and I'm not disappointed as long as I keep that mindset. Belial can be amazing to work with. He's extremely powerful and protective. His influence over the physical world is incredible. For some, working with him may seem pretty easy for a year or two. You may wonder what people are talking about when they describe him as harsh. Well, here's the thing. If something in your life needs to be changed, Belial is the type of energy that will force a change. But change is a part of life. You may wonder, how will you know if the change has anything to do with Belial? Here are some clues. First, you may feel like you're being pushed in a hard direction. You may look for alternative means of achieving a goal, but the only way forward will be a path that aligns with Belial. The path may be difficult, but if you succeed, you may find you're more independent, for example. You may be living a more authentic lifestyle. Fake friends will have been removed from your life. Basically, you'll find yourself more energetically aligned with him. Now, if you think becoming more independent is a bad thing, Belial may not be for you because it's very likely you'll be drawn to self-empowerment if you work with him. So yes, I'd say he can be destructive. But where there is an ability to tear down, there is also an ability to rebuild. Not everyone experiences a big upheaval, and I have a couple of theories. Maybe some people are already living in such a way that change is not needed. Also, this is a two-way street. Belial has to want to help you improve. If he doesn't, things may be pretty stagnant. Now, you've probably heard that Belial lies and doesn't reveal the truth easily. I have not experienced this. I have found him to be painfully honest. but he isn't as verbally talkative and chatty to me as some people describe. He tends to communicate through images a lot. If you are calling Belial for the first time, keep in mind that he already knows your true intentions. You cannot just give some offerings because you want to trick him into doing something. If you do that, you may find the table gets turned on you, and instead of using Belial like you planned, you may find yourself being used by Belial. I'd like to point out that not every person is compatible with every spirit, deity, god, goddess out there, and that's okay. There are a few I don't want to work with, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But if you are feeling called to work with Belial, I would urge you to do some research. When you reach out to him in a formal setting, there are a few things that may happen. First, nothing may happen. Second, you may feel Belial's energy, but he's not interested. Third, Belial shows up with intense energy, and this may stimulate Kundalini, and if you've never felt that before, this may confuse you. Belial is strongly associated with the root chakra, so you may feel a lot of energy in the lower chakras. The fourth possibility is you may experience something unique to you that is not described by others. In summary, Belial is an impressive force. I always tell people, if you doubt this stuff is true, work with Belial. He can make you a believer. Just remember to keep it real, be honest, and be respectful. Thank you.